Late night video right now. I look a little sweaty, right? I was just busting my ass. So check this out. So getting ready for the track, I just started gutting the car. So door panel deletes on both sides. Let's see if we can get this. I took out the rear seat, obviously. The sound deadening, most of it. There's like little pieces of it right there. But most of it is out. Probably about 99% of it's gone. I'm going to take that out once I figure out how to do it. It's the whole just where there's speakers up there and the headrests are at. And then probably get to the front. Probably end up taking out the carpet, taking out the sound deadening, and then throwing the carpet back in. Because I want to keep the front looking at least decent. Rear is completely gutted as well. Carpet, sound deadening, everything. I'm trying to remove that amp, but I can't get it unplugged. So I got to figure out what the hell's going on with that. A lot of extra wires hanging around. Because whoever had this car before me tried to put a sound system, or maybe had a sound system in but left the wires behind. So I was able to just zip tie them up, if you can see right there in the corner, right there, and then right there. Yeah. Eventually I'll get around to cutting this whole bowl out, and then I think it's Hard Motorsports sells like a plate that goes right there. You just set it there. Either self-tap screw it in, or you can weld it in, I guess, but self-tap screw seems like it's the preferred option or preferred method. Took out the toolbox. Trunk is like extremely light right now. Yeah, so with the help of my buddy Augie, he'll show me what else we can do as far as cutting weight, because there's plenty of weight to still get cut. I mean, I still have the whole fucking the roof going on. So yeah, as soon as I get some assistance from him and using his knowledge, I'll go ahead and get the rest of this taken care of. But yeah, that's it for now. Basically, this is the last couple steps. We're gonna knock out those rear control arms, as well as we're gonna press the bearings and bushings for the subframe that I got, the new subframe. That won't go in until the next track day though, just because that's a lot of work. Let's see, what else will I have to do? The crankshaft position sensor is going out on this thing again. I didn't buy an OEM one, so that's probably why. I'm gonna spray it with some brake cleaner, and or I'm gonna spray the connection with some brake cleaner and put it back together and see if that works. Because the first time it started acting funny, it was caked in oil. All I did was hit it with some brake cleaner, cleaned it up, and it was working just fine. And maybe the camshaft position sensor as well, because I know that one hasn't been replaced under me. Oil cooler, oil lines, and the oil cap, and the thermostat are all at my buddy Augie's house. And tomorrow we'll be mounting the oil cooler and measuring for lines, because we have to get the lines made by a company that makes oil lines for airplanes out in Ontario. Apparently they make some high pressure oil lines that can also be used on the fittings for our oil cooler, or my oil cooler and thermostat and my oil cap. So we'll get that done. And then over here you got the racing slicks, and then my Apex wheels right down there ready to go. So this thing will get a full corner balance and get another alignment going before we hit the track. And so far the car feels great driving on the street. My favorite car that I've ever owned. It was my E30 convertible, but this car, this is taking over that spot, which is crazy, because I never liked the E36 ever. I thought it was the ugliest car. I thought it was the stepchild of the M3s, and I think it still is, honestly. But it's definitely one of those cars that in order for it to change your mind, you got to own it. Because even driving it once or twice isn't going to do the job, or change your mind at least. So, you know, this car, the only reason I bought it in the first place was because it was so cheap for an M3. So it turned out to be, you know, one of the better decisions in my, I guess, automotive life. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Drop it in the comment section. I'll get back to it as soon as possible. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Gabe. I have E36 M3 track build. I just picked up an E46 M3 that I still have not introduced to you guys yet. But if you follow me on Instagram at bluesclues_M3, you've probably already seen the pictures. And then I have my F80 M3 as well that I do content on. So if you enjoyed this video and you want more of this type of content, please just like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. I don't really care. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.